Hey Facebook, it's Marcia Whyte with GratitudeSpeak, and I'm not really going to be on here too long, but I want to share with you a critical lesson I learned today, I manifested, I embodied today about self-care. It is later than I'm normally on my broadcast, but that was intentional because I wanted to come to you all in a totally relaxed state, which I find myself in right now. I just came from what I love. It's a monthly treat that I give to myself of what's called a raindrop massage. Now, that is a massage that's done by specific healing practitioners, and it's not a fluff and buff at all. It really is a healing therapeutic form of massage therapy that is great for my back and my joints. There's not a lot of people, I think, that can do it. I don't think that it's something super rare. It's just you have to find somebody that really knows what they're doing. But it uses essential oils. And why is that important? Because self-care is something that we've had a lot of talk about. If you look, everybody's always talking about you need to practice this. You need to do this for yourself. But far too few of us are really making a concerted, consistent effort to be about self-care. But let me tell you the benefits. It can not only help you relax and unwind, but what happens in that process is you actually become far more refreshed, far more focused. Like I am actually sitting in my driveway in my car, just having literally returned from the massage the massage practitioner's site. I'll be going in a few minutes, and I'm going to get some work done on my business. There were some things that came up that were beyond my control today, and so I kind of passed the ball until later. But I knew that if I could just get to a space where I took care of my body, allowed my mind to kind of decompress, I would be better suited, better ready to do what is left to do tonight, because I'm a long way from done. I've been working very diligently for the past few days, even on the weekend, to get some things ready, because the end of month is coming and I want to look back on this month and say I did everything within my power to position myself for continued and even greater success. But I realized that too many of us talk about it, but we're not being about it. And so I really want to encourage you, push you, urge you to be about self-care. It makes a tremendous difference in your mental clarity. Obviously, it's good for your body, but it's also good for those whom you show up to serve, whether that is your family, your students, if you're an educator, whether it is your clients, if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur unto yourself, whatever your circumstances are, you owe it to yourself and those around you to practice it, because it makes you better, but it also sets an example. You know, there's a lot of folks, like we just said, that talk about it but aren't being about it. And people are constantly watching. Many times they'll pattern themselves after what they see you or I do. And that's important. And a lot of times we're not aware of who is watching us, who is, seeking us out for opportunities or a great way to pattern themselves or best practices or to enhance their skills or whatever the scenario may be. So I am saying to you, it may not be, what I choose in terms of the raindrop massage. You can do something else. For some, it's working out. For some, it is, just taking a leisurely walk. For some, it's curling up in the bathtub with a great book. For some, it's just like letting the shower go down on you until, rain down on you until all of the hot water is gone. Whatever it is, don't discount that. You owe yourself that. You owe your audience, you owe those you serve that. And celebrate that. That's another element of self-care that we miss. We are so focused, and I'm as guilty as often as you are, of not focusing on the things that we've already accomplished because we're out chasing the next big idea. We're out doing the next task, completing that which is on the list. And we look up and there's still some things that we've left undone, and we would rather beat ourselves up about what we've left undone, not realizing that, tomorrow is another day and that we don't have to do everything all at once. Celebrate that which you have been able to accomplish. It is critical. When I see people that come in, or come to me and talk about how, they share how hard they are on themselves. And I ask them, what is one good thing that you've done? I don't care how small or how large it is. Everybody's not going to get a Purple Heart. Everybody's not going to get honored at the Kennedy Center. Everybody is not going to be given a declaration by, the governor, or the mayor's going to give them a key to the city. It's not about the size of the celebration. It's about the action, the behavior, the mindset of celebrating. And let me tell you why. What I put up on Instagram, I guess within the last week or so, what you think about, you bring about. And whether you believe in God, whether you believe in the universe, whatever it is, your belief system, what you think about, you bring about. So that means when you find reasons, large or small, supported by others or not, to celebrate little victories, little wins, what happens is you suddenly become aware of and comfortable with more things to celebrate. And from that, every little leap gets you a little bit higher. It's like climbing a staircase. All right. If you wanted to walk up the stairs, I think it's the Great Wall of China, you have to take each stair one at a time. And eventually you will get to where you're going. But stop and celebrate the journey. I remember, this is 2017, so 5 years ago now, when I had the pleasure of being in Europe and in, I believe it was Spain. There is a statue that overlooks the city. I think it was Spain. Anyway, there's a long, tall staircase. And everybody on the tour bus could not climb those stairs. And I was acutely aware of that. Now, I had a lot of energy, at least when I started on the staircase. By the time I got up to the top, I was like, nonetheless, I stopped at intervals along the staircase to look at the view, to appreciate it, to pat myself on the back for not falling on the staircase, for taking my time and setting my sights, setting myself, getting in the mindset of appreciating where I was, having the opportunity to be in that space, in that moment, enjoying myself. And that gave me the impetus, that gave me the energy. Hey, Monique, thanks for being here. That gave me the energy to take another step or another set of steps. But I could not have been receptive to even going on the trip, let alone being there to climb that staircase or even contemplate climbing that staircase, had I not realized the importance of self-care. And so again, I say to you, whatever it is, sometimes you have to close the computer, walk away, do whatever is necessary to reclaim your focus, your mental stability, your drive, your determination. You owe yourself, you owe, for those who are practicing Christians as I am, the Lord. You owe those whom you show up to serve a rested body and an alert mind. And if you don't have some type of self-care ritual, practice, treat built in, celebration noticed, I promise you it will be so much more difficult than it has to be. So again, I'm going to go on in the house now, fix myself a cup of hot tea, and get busy on working more on my business, because I am so relaxed and so refreshed and so ready to tackle the next step in my business. But it is because I made a decision to practice self-care. I don't know everything, but I'm old enough to know a few things about a few things. And so I share what I have because I know that it works. I don't tell you all just about what I read. I don't tell you all just about what I heard. I tell you about what I've known, what I've experienced. And most of it is, if it can happen or work for me, even if you tweak it, which you probably should, it can work for you. The concept is what I want you to get, not all of the technical steps. For me, it's a raindrop massage once a month. For others, it could be going to, your favorite barista and letting them give you a mocha cappuccino thingy. I don't even drink coffee, so I don't even know the real cool coffee drinks. Whatever it is. It could be going to the park and swinging in the little kid's swing or swinging on the playground swing. Whatever it is. If it brings you momentary joy, practice it. Practice it. Make it consistent. I promise you, the dividends, the rewards, the payoff will be far more than you could expect. And once it becomes a habit, baby, I tell you, you won't want to turn away because you'll suddenly realize you're important enough to warrant it, you need it, and you deserve it. And you'll be better for it. So as always, I hope this has been helpful. Look, I'd love to see how I can support you in your business or in your life. There's a book me link in the title. Let's set up, a time that goes directly to my calendar where we can talk about where it is that you need help and what I can do to provide that assistance for you. And if you need inspiration, on the bit.ly link, that's a direct link to my radio broadcast, and the episodes are archived so you can find out all of the cool guests we've had, all of the resources that they bring, and the knowledge bombs that they drop. So until the next time, have a great night. Practice self-care because, as I said in the beginning and in the title, it is crucial. See you soon. Bye.